My daughter already has shamed us. She goes, as if you didn't look enough like a lesbian, you're putting this weighted vest on to walk. And that's just not nice. First of all, that is stereotyping lesbians, which I'm not really one. But anyway, whatever. I'm gay. It's great. I love it. I'll be anything you want me to be.
Test 1 2. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, Liz.
Hi, Lee. How are you?
I'm good. We're in a little sunshine.
You look
spring
beautiful.
Sweaters.
I know. We're back about our spring cleaning, and you look like a little one of those little peeps at Easter.
A little cheeky. Thank you.
Do you know what a peep is?
Ugh, yes.
Yeah.
I don't like that stuff.
Yeah. They used to have live ones.
What?
Yeah, they did.
What are you talking
They
about?
used to dye those little chicks when I was little
Stop.
in the dime store, and they would be purple, pink, blue, and yellow like that.
Little live
And some kids,
chickadees.
not me because my parents wouldn't do it for some reason. I suppose they aren't into animal cruelty. They would put them in people's Easter baskets. And I'm not making this up.
That's
live little
amazing.
chicks. So you look like one of those live little chicks.
I am a live chick coming to you today from Hilliard Studio Method on our...
You're a live peep.
I'm a live peep.
Mm-hmm.
Peep, peep, peep.
Those marshmallow peeps. That's really not going to go along with our spring cleaning, is it?
Cute on the outside, gooey on the inside. Not great for that banging bod I'm
Very,
looking for.
very cushy when you touch it.
Oh
That's
my
not what we're
gosh.
going for.
No, that's not what I'm going for, but that's what middle age has given me. So we're going to work
give
on
me
that.
a break.
I
You're
know,
looking so good.
You're kind.
No, I'm not.
Well, no, you're not. You're honest. That's what I like about you.
I'm kind too. I am very kind.
I'm so kind to myself. Sometimes others.
You are selling a bill of non-goods. I am very kind. I am all about it.
Thanks.
You know it's true.
Ooh, way to go. Okay, let's get back to the purpose. Is to circle back to our spring cleaning your lifestyle series. And we're going to deep dive into movement today.
Okay.
Because we are sitting in our studio kind of like we always are.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a lot about this workout.
It's where we sit here, though.
And we're going to talk about how to find a workout that's right for you and sustainable for you. We're also going to give you specific things you can do if maybe that group workout or otherwise is not for you.
Or you can't get here, or you can't get it online, or you don't like to do things online.
We're going to tell you all the ways to get it. And then finally, we'll talk about kind of a third bucket of fitness and having fun.
Perfect.
So let's start with why Hilliard Studio Method is just so good.
It was so good because it's fun. First of all, you're not going to do anything if it's not fun. Truthfully, if I did something I really hated, but I came out after about 3 weeks and I had a smoking hot body, I might go, well, I'll go 3 more weeks, I'll grit my teeth. But guess what? You don't have to grit your teeth in here. You just get to come in here and have a good time. And I would not have made this workout up had I not made it fun, because as we all know, I'm a hedonist and I'm not going to do it unless it's fun.
Now,
nobody else will. Y'all are just not admitting you're hedonist as well. You're not going to keep up with anything you don't like.
that's a fact.
It's a fact.
If you're doing a workout that you do really hate, then your cortisol levels are going up and you're defeating the purpose.
Plus, you're pissed off.
Let's be honest. This workout is challenging. So we're not saying have fun, like hee, we're just gonna skip around the room like a little yellow peep. We're gonna work hard, and people's faces can get like intense or like, oh, I'm holding this, or oh, I'm shaking hard.
Right.
But we're gonna take you up to hard and then back down, and it's this pattern. But what's the fun part about it to you? Like,
it's so many things. First of all, the workout to me is fun. It's hard, it's challenging, but the movement of Hilliard Studio Method it never stops. You're never going, I just really wish we get off the legs. I really wish we get off the arms. I really wish we do this, that, and the other. Because you don't even, before you blink, you're doing something else that you're going, how do I get my body to do that anyway?
Sure.
And the challenge is, we've got an instructor that's really, she's keeping it light. You've got great music going on. You've got people that for some reason are not grunting and screaming, like going, we're really having fun. I mean, more than not, you look around the room and you've got a compadre down on the other corner just kind of looking you in the eye going, yeah, this is really hard, but hey, we're doing it well together,
I think there is also very strongly something about completing something that is a challenge that makes you feel like they accomplished.
Supported?
Yes.
Yeah, your community of this room, and we touched on this last podcast, the reason I took it out of my private studio was that I noticed when you get 2 or more together working out, it's not about people comparing each other. They don't compare as much as they just like, hey, we're in this. Hey, we've got this energy, and I'll bring yours up. I don't think we do it consciously, but we unconsciously bring each other's energy up in this room.
Right.
And I think you do when you've got a positive atmosphere. I mean, I've done enough lighting candles in here back in the day, witchy stuff, to make sure that this is a good, solid, positive environment. But honestly, it's the people that walk in the door, and it's the camaraderie.
Right. So that's a big one. So that's the community camaraderie aspect. But what I was saying was more of the feeling of accomplishment is such a positive feeling. And not only that, but the endorphin rush is also a positive feeling. We also now stretch for a long time at the end. And I've started to say, like, once you get through the stretch, if you take the time to do that, you're not even thinking about how hard the workout was. And then it's also that feeling of knowing you got a total body workout. So when you leave here, it's not like, oh, now I got to do X, Y, Z.
Right.
You can feel like I really used my time efficiently and effectively. And so I think all of those things create the real, like, well, that was fun.
Right.
I feel great. I saw my friends.
Right.
I accomplished something hard.
Think about all the efficiency you had there. You saw your friends. You worked out. You don't have to go do another workout for the rest of the day. You've checked a lot of boxes there, and you had a good time.
Right. So. And we will always say, an additional walk is always good to get outside, to move your body. Later in the day is walk the dog, walk with a friend.
So that's going along with our...
Doesn't mean sit on the sofa for the rest of the day after the workout.
So this 3-week plan that we're doing right now, 12-week week. But
3-part series.
It's 3-part series, 12 weeks. Every single day I want you to walk. I mean, even on your off days, maybe, because you don't have to walk so fast, right?
Yeah.
But being outside, I can't emphasize enough. And I have walked in the rain. Not that I love it every time, but now that it's warmer, you're not cold, right? And there's nothing wrong with walking in the rain. I think it's kind of another great way to release and gain energy at the same time, release any anxiety, sort of get the negative ions out of the atmosphere, which are really good for our moods.
Yeah.
So, every single day for these 12 weeks, we're going to walk every day.
And we know what's trending is our super cool looking weighted vests.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We got the weighted vests. They're 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Ours are 18, I believe.
No, they're not.
Are they not? They're 12?
They're 12.
Okay.
And that adds some oomph to your walk that helps you keep the heart rate up. Or you can call Meg Peebles, and she will walk you so fast that your head will spin. So this is a friend of ours and mine, and she used to be a trainer here, but I hadn't seen her forever. So we made a walk date, which is always a great way instead of like a lunch date or a wine date, but a walk date is also very good. And when she started, I was like, glad I put on a sports bra. Yeah. Because I'd actually been at home taking my daily naps that I'm moving out of because I've gotten some energy back that's a story for another day.
Yes.
But I was like, oh, I just woke up. I guess I should put a sports bra on. It's getting warmer. Like if I take my... Like, thank God that I had a sports bra on.
Do you feel like that's too much information?
No. Okay. Have we held back? I'm sorry, 2 episodes, it was just like, let's rate our sex life. But that's too much.
Yes. We can't talk about sports bra. Right.
Yeah. So anyway.
So you don't have to do a Meg walk every day. You just do.
No. But we weren't getting shout outs. Like another lady was like, nice pace, ladies. I was like, I'm trying.
Wow.
I'm trying.
I think there's a competition going on in this walk.
No, girl, we were just cruising.
Yeah.
Well,
I love
5 miles.
I love it.
5.
Well, I would just say minutes, right? Are we looking for mileage or are we looking for minutes? I think you want to do about a minimum of 30. I mean, even if you can only do 20, do it.
Agreed.
But the studies say every 20 to 30 minute walk is the same as taking an antidepressant. Come on.
That's impressive.
Saving money and, not having to do all that and not taking drugs. That's worth it. Give it a shot. Anyway, not every day with a vest
about
either.
That. Yeah, no. You don't have to put resistance on. But if you're looking for not a rest day walk, then it's fun to spice it up a little bit. And I think that's...
However,
what? Shit.
My
what?
daughter already has shamed
God.
us. She goes, you know that.
As if you didn't look enough like lesbians.
As if she literally said, as if you didn't look enough like a lesbian, you're putting this weighted vest on to walk. And so I saw that visual, and that's just not nice. First of all, that is stereotyping lesbians, which I'm not really one, but anyway, whatever. I'm gay. It's great. I love it. I'll be anything you want me to be. But the weighted vest was, and it made me laugh. And now every time I put it on, I'm very self-conscious about it.
It's that time of year too, where you can't just put a sweatshirt over.
I put on eyeliner and lipstick and my weighted vest, so I don't look quite.
Oh gosh, you cannot say that.
I can.
You just stereotyped us all together.
Pigeonholing, yes.
Oh,
so I'm a very
gosh.
femme fatale weighted vest walker. Femme fatale? Wow. If you could never mind. We're not going there.
Nope.
Yep.
But I will, since we're so off course right now, I will say that we were looking at some of the YouTube comments with Kristen before we started, and one of our regular responders, thank you. Sometimes your names aren't your whole name. It's like
we don't quite know your full name.
So whoever you are, for saying the new acronym for MAGA is Make America Gay Again. And we are big fans.
We
of
were
that.
dying when we came on
fan.
this. Yeah, Make America Gay Again.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. Just saying. Yeah.
Okay, let's back to movement.
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay, so
Exercise.
that is why Hilliard Studio Method we love so much.
Mm-hmm.
And last episode, I kind of complained because I said, you've been talking about protein and all these things forever.
Mm-hmm.
You've been talking about strength training and Pilates since today. You created this workout forever. And now everybody's like, oh, we're Pilates girls, but we got to add strength training. I'm like, hello.
We've been doing this for almost 20 years.
Right.
Yeah. And that is the game changer.
That's the game
That
changer.
is the game changer. I mean, I started this out. I'm not going to go through the whole rigmarole like I always do, but I'm going to tell you this. I started out fully certified on all the equipment. I knew every reformer, chair, Cadillac, all those things, as well as the mat. And until I took it off of that equipment and put it on the mat, not doing traditional Pilates mat workout, but that's why I had to call it Hilliard Studio Method. I didn't know what, I just knew I was adding weights and I was adding harder type Pilates movements with the resistance. And I was adding anything I could pick up, literally anything I could pick up to make it different. And boy, did I change. The people I was working out change, and that's where it started.
And that... I have no idea what I was going to say.
So isn't it fun when your brain just goes? Do you think this is part of being older?
That was a great idea. And then I thought about, am I a peep or a person?
I can't quit looking at you because of this peep story I told a minute ago.
And you're like little Bo Peep, like a shepherd herder in your white sweater.
Well, I see a crook. Is that what it's called, a crook?
It is called a crook?
It's called a crook.
A crook.
No.
Put around my neck and be like, could you get back on track and start to use your brain again?
I don't think little Bo Peep herded peeps. She herded sheep, right? So you're not like a sheep. You're like a peep. Anyway, let's move on. So we lost our train of thought because you're wearing this damn sweater.
It's a great workout, and there's a million ways to find us, and I'll tell you those, and then you need to find out a workout that works for you. So,
which is Hilliard Studio Method.
Come to the studio. 2, Zoom the workout. You will get on the screen. I will see you, or you can get the recording 24 hours within that time, and I will still know you're there calling your name. Or you will stream us, and you will pay like $30 for a month for unlimited. Whenever you want it on demand.
So many hours, brand new classes every week. So that there was our advertisement for Hilliard Studio Method. And really and truly, it is fun. It does work. It is a challenge. If you're streaming it, you can stop and have a martini in between. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But it does work. And even if you do part of this workout, which I still stand behind it. If you come in and do the first 30 minutes of this workout and you go, that's good, I'm good. You've already gotten a full body workout. We break it down after that first 30 minutes.
Yes.
So that's why we also do those 30, 40-minute classes sometimes because you can do it less than the hour and you're still got it going.
Well, how many times a week should we do that kind of workout, whether or not we're coming to the studio or we're Zooming or streaming at home? What is your recommendation for, I've got 7 days in a week. I need to hit my goals. I need to create a good habit. Where do I start and where am I aiming for?
Okay. If you're not working out at all, you can try Hilliard Studio Method online or in here. If you're not working out at all, I want you to give yourself and put it on your calendar 15 minutes a day to do strength training with compound movement. And we'll give you those exact, maybe we'll give you 3 or 4 exercises here.
Okay.
And we'll do that. So why you want to do the strength training? And I really don't care if you're 20 or you're 85. At every year of your life, starting at 30 years old, you start to lose muscle mass. Strength training not only builds bone, builds muscle, but it strengthens the muscles around your joints, keeps you from falling down. They found that it also increases your darn good mood. I mean, the hormones that are released while you're doing a strength training, a specifically strength training workout, which is here, we combine it with Pilates, which keeps it safe, makes you feel good.
Right.
And the other most important part is you look good. You know, you like that vanity part. We all want to look our best. So if you can't do any of this, which is fine, I want you to do 4 exercises, starting with standing up and sitting up and down out of a chair. And you can start with using your handles, your handles on the chair. We did demonstrate it, but not everybody's on YouTube. But anyway, the point being, you're going to stand up and down without using your hands. Your feet are going to be sit apart, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Then you're going to engage your core. What does that mean? Pull your belly button in, and you're going to try to do it without letting your seat quite touch the chair. But guess what? If you fall, you got the chair behind you, right?
Just make sure it's not on wheels.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very good point. No wheelchairs. Ooh. And if you want to keep from getting in a wheelchair, you'll be doing these chairs stands. Anyway, so we're calling them squats, but we're using the chair first. So you'll almost go to the chair. What I want you to start with is 10 squats every day. Okay, that's going to take almost no time. And you're going to build up to 30 a day.
Okay.
And you're going to build up within the next 2 weeks to 30 a day. So
got it.
That's your entire core and lower body. You're going to do more specific core, but this is really leg work. This is quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes. Lower body. But anytime you're doing these squats, you have to be using your core.
Okay.
Meaning flat tummy. Who didn't want that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Next.
You want me to go?
Well, were you going to give another workout?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
So we're going to start at 10, go to 30. Next thing you're going to do is a push-up. Never done a push-up. Do not run screaming away from the, podcast right now. Go to your wall, lean toward it, take your arms out wider than your shoulders, angle your elbows back, and bend your elbows, keeping your belly pulled in, your body straight like a plank, and just bend the elbows on an angle. And each time you go a little lower on the wall, you'll get more resistance.
Like a countertop. Like you can do kind of a wall lean, but then go down to a lower surface.
Right.
Then maybe a sturdy sofa. That's kind of like almost to the floor. And then to the floor. Once you get to the floor, you can be on your knees. And then once that feels like I can crank these out, you need to straighten your legs and pull that core in and glue those legs together to help support you. And the other thing is, anytime you're moving your body, I always want you to think of the super straight line head to tail, because when we're floppy like a noodle, you're going to wake up with neck pain and you lose that Pilates aspect.
Right.
And how many push-ups?
You're going to start with 10.
And we're going to go to?
You're going to go to your age eventually.
Perfect.
Trust me, what gets harder is you get to be my age. But I really believe this, and I know that we're going to do a modified. And I want you to go, by the way, your 10 can be up against the wall. Your 10 can be on the floor on your knees. But I want you to be able to go to 30 by the end of this 12-week thing we're doing, right? So we're doing a 12-week, get your body into summer shape. We started it last podcast. Give yourself the grace to know that, no, I can't knock out 30 push-ups today, okay?
Yes, you can. Maybe 5 at a time, 10 at a time.
Exactly. But by the end of the
Space it out.
12 weeks, I want you to be able to do 30 in a row.
Got it.
And
So
if you
the
have
goal
to
is
stay, if
that
you have to
30 in
stay
a
at the
row.
wall, you stay at the wall. But I want you to challenge yourself, and your own motivation is your own health. How much can I do? If you've never done it ever in your whole life, then go to that next level. I've been on the wall for 3 weeks now. I'm going to go to the floor and get on my knees. And how many can I do? I can only do 4 here. I'll go back up the wall and do 4 more. I'll come back down and I'll do the others. Challenge your own self, and you'll find that it's going to work not only your upper body and your belly, core, back, shoulders, all the good, pretty posture muscles. You're going to find your strength increasing so much between these squats and these push-ups. That's full body That is full body resistance work.
I was going to say both of those
exercises
are really great to do. You know, it sounds kind of crazy, but like jump out of bed in the morning and do squats or do some push-ups, just a quick one to get the blood flowing and be like, okay, I'm up, energy, instead of that slog from, you know, the bed to the coffee pot or the toothbrush.
That's a good point.
And just get the body moving. And so you don't have to do these very structured, carved out, it has to be a workout. You just keep the movement. And yes, we've talked about any movement's great, chores are great, walking's great. And now we've got the resistance.
Right.
And that's one of the best tools against aging poorly, breaking bones and everything else.
And staying healthy. I mean, you don't want, I don't care how old you are. You might be on the tennis courts playing tennis. If you've got muscles that are strong around your joints, you're less likely to twist your ankle, hurt your knees, you know, fall, do all those things. So it's going to give you the longevity no matter how old you are, 30, 40, 50, whatever you are.
And in conjunction with the push-ups, I would say plank holds would be a third activity that is just imperative to be able to do, is to hold your body weight off the floor, resisting gravity that takes zero, like skill, might take some strength, zero equipment again.
Notice we've said resistance for 3 exercises, and we have yet to pick up a weight, a band, a ball, nothing. We aren't even picking up groceries yet. I mean, this is the resistance of you against your own gravity and strengthening your body there. Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with those. So we've got the squats, the plank, and the push-ups, and we kind of skirted around how often. I mean, literally, like, what would be a good weekly routine? So let's say you're doing that kind of movement daily. How often should you be getting to a class like Hilliard Studio Method?
Right. So a class where you're literally going to pick up resistance, whether it's, you know, Hilliard, in this place we do hand weights, and we do weighted balls, and we do bands and such. I would do that at least 4 times a week, honestly, to really change your body. We're in a 12-week situation right now, right? And I've been doing it for however long I've done Hilliard Studio Method, 4 times a week to 5 times a week. Now that this time I might not be doing it quite as hard as I do it those other 4 times. You do want to, on the days where you're not doing 4 days, that leaves you 3 days in the week. Those other days, you need to be moving your body. Maybe you dance. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you do walk. Every day we're walking, remember? Every single day. So maybe you're playing tennis, playing a sport, you know, playing pickleball, which is fun. We did that the other day.
That was fun.
Yeah, so your movement is, you'll get that habit, because remember, the habits can be made and really ingrained within 3 weeks. And once you're in the habit of moving your body, when you can't, and you're sitting in your office, you'll just naturally think, I'm going to get up and do some squats. It's not a natural thing right now, but you'll go, God, if I did like 10, 12, 15 squats, and then, you know, sit back down and finish this paper I'm writing, you will feel better. You
get to the point where when you feel good, you continue to do things that are good for you. So moving at the beginning might feel torturous or like a big effort, but then I promise you, once you start moving in these ways that make your body feel better, then you're going to want to do it. You know, we're all on a hamster wheel. The hamster wheel can be moving forward with positivity or backwards. And I get in loops all the time that are backwards. It sucks. And whether that's physical or mental or spiritual or whatever it is, my habit is when I'm in a negative loop, I keep going towards the negative habits. I told you I had a doctor's appointment that required blood work, and I was using that as like a silver bullet and saying, frankly, fuck it to all my healthy habits, because I was just like, I feel miserable, whatever. I'm just going to wait for that to do the thing. And in a way, it did. I mean, I talked to my doctor that way, and I was like, now I'm here. This was my jump start. But then once you start doing things that make you feel good, it just builds. It's exponential. So give yourself a minute.
Give yourself a minute. So we've done those 3 exercises. I want you to do those for the next couple of weeks. And then we're going to put weights in your hands. And we can talk about it now, or we can just leave it at that. But honestly, when you start doing squats with maybe 8 to 10 pound weights, or maybe for you it's 2 or 3 pound weights, or maybe for you it's a 20 pound weight. It depends on who you are. When you put an extra amount of weight into that squat, maybe it's that weighted vest, you're going to get more bang for your buck, quicker results, and stronger body all the way, stronger sculpted body all the way around.
Yeah.
I mean, our goals here, remember, are to be healthier and to look good, because we're trying to look good for summer, right? But we know that once we get those habits ingrained in your body and in your mind, you're going to take those in life.
Right. And what you said too, you started mentioning a few other sports.
Yeah.
Pickleball,
Yeah.
dancing,
Yes.
tennis. Put fun as part of your schedule.
Right.
So those 7 days in the week, if you're saying 4 should be,
Resistance
more
training.
organized resistance training, then the walks the other days, then you're going to need to blend in something that also brings you joy. Again,
Right.
those cortisol levels, those endorphins.
Right.
One of our trainers is taking dance lessons, and it sounds like so much fun.
I
was
want
like, I want to do that.
I do too. It sounds great.
Yeah, and you mentioned we played
She's doing, like,
pickleball the
ball-
other
yeah,
day.
we
I mean,
did.
it's just fun. You've got grandkids, I've got kids.
Yeah.
To get out and do things that you don't even know are movement.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
The surfing that you want to do.
I can't. I mean, not doing it right now. I can't wait till summer. But just anything at all.
Yeah.
Anything that's fun. Running around with grandkids is kind of fun too.
It is fun. It is fun. And, back to how often I will say, yesterday, actually, I had a meeting with our 3 newest trainers. We were doing a training session, and each of them was kind of giving their spiel about how they ended up at Hilliard, and also why they drank the Kool-Aid and how it's helped them in their lives, to a point that they said, this is it. This is my happy place. I want to be a trainer. And it was a great conversation. And one of them said, I just can't understand, like, my friend, she comes here, but like one time a week.
Yeah.
And she said, I just don't get it. Like, it's not going to be as efficient if you're not doing it more frequently. Like,
Right.
the results will come when you commit to something.
Right.
Is the point.
Let me speak to that for a minute.
Okay.
A lot of people don't come here because it's too hard, they say.
Or too expensive.
Well, most of the
Both.
time they just say
It's
it's
too
too
hard.
hard because they'll end up
talk
going
about
somewhere
that.
else and spending the same money. So I get that, but the point about working out, and this is fun and challenging, is that if you aren't being challenged, if your body is not being challenged, your body and your mind, you're not spending your time efficiently. When I was a personal trainer doing Pilates equipment training, I was giving my clients a great workout. I was doing a great workout. But you do the same workout all the time, your body does plateau, and you'll see very little change. You might get really good at it and feel really good about yourself, and that's a positive.
Absolutely.
But you're not until you challenge. Again, life challenges us in every way. And we know how we hate to have these horrible things happen to us personally, but every time we've had challenges in our lives, we come out on the other side stronger. And that's the same as with your workout. You've got to have the challenge in order to come out stronger physically.
Yep.
You know? So, I get it. But whatever workout you're doing, make sure that it is a workout that you just go, I mean, literally walking in the door, I wonder if I can do this today. Because that you need that challenge.
Right.
And I think the beauty of here in Hilliard Studio Method is we have people smiling at you as you walk in the door because we know what it's like to walk in this door.
Right.
And by the way, it's
That's
not
right.
scary at all. It's just the workout is a challenge, and that's why it works. And that's why I can sit here as old as I am and be in the best shape of my life. It's not luck. Trust me, all my people were dead by the time they were my age. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, my dad died massive heart attack, 62. So, I mean,
Right.
you know, heart disease, all those things, genetics, we can't let that hold us back. As a matter of fact, that's got to be the springboard to take us forward into challenging our body. You know, the doctors say, oh, you got all these things in your family history. Great. That is a good motivation to get you into working out.
Yep.
So, you know, until we accept that challenge, no matter what the workout is we're doing, we're not going to change our body, period.
Period. You know, there's a lot of things in our lives that you do. I mean, think about it. If everything that you did was easy, what is the point? And there's
Right.
plenty of things that I know you're doing in your life that are hard. And then you know how you feel when you do something hard, how much better you feel. And let me just clarify what hard means. So if you've never seen the moves of this workout or ever taken this workout, but you've just heard it's hard or you just think it's hard, let's explain that.
Yeah.
Because we are not jumping around. We are not throwing things around. We are not grunting, huffing, and puffing and running as fast as we can. We are doing controlled movements, and we have added the resistance to it. But we're doing them repetitively, and they're low impact. So we're keeping our feet mostly on the ground.
Except
we
when we're
work
not.
some balance moves, and I'm going to talk about that next. It's hard because we keep the pace going, and we go from one thing to the next, and we fatigue the muscle group, and we put it under those muscle groups under tension so that they do change.
Right.
And even holding stillness, your heart rate lifts. So we're doing things to challenge your body in a very, very safe way. And let me tell you, you can stop, you can put the weights down, you can come out of an exercise. There's not one exercise we do that I don't give you an option for another way to do it to make you feel like you're doing it, but you can't. You need a break. That's
it keeps
right.
it safe. And it keeps it doable.
Right.
It's always going to be a challenge, but it's doable for any shape person. Yeah.
So I challenge you, if you're someone out there who said, I don't want to do it, it's hard, and you've never done it, come in. And you'll go, yeah, it's hard, but I feel really good. And the other thing that I want to say is the functionality of the workout. Because what's the point of a workout if it doesn't help you function better in your day-to-day life?
Right.
So everything we're doing, those balance moves, so that when you're walking upstairs or lifting groceries or anything in your life, we are functionally helping you improve in your day-to-day life, in your other activities, golf, tennis, your swings, your strength, all of it.
Yes, exactly.
That's my
and that
spiel.
and to me, and that was very good, as a matter of fact. So to me, that should be your bar of whatever the workout is you're doing.
That's right.
Are you gaining functionality? Are you gaining strength? Is your body shaping the way you like it to shape? If you don't have the shape and the body you want, then you need to change your workout. So it's as simple as that.
Done.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. So, as we go forward, we've got these 3 exercises we're doing.
Okay.
We'll add some more next time, I suppose. Is that how we're doing this?
Perfect. Works for me.
Yeah. So I'm writing an article as we do this podcast. So, you'll get that soon.
Start there. Understand the importance of what we're doing here. You're welcome here in all the different many ways. Understand, throwing in those 3 exercises and also going out into the world and just having fun with your movement is the way to do it. And if you can just start, you won't want to stop.
And
you'll
honestly,
feel great.
whatever you're doing, if you're not having fun, you're not going to do it. So let's just have fun. Come
Deal.
here. We're good.
Love you.
Love you.
See you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening to us today, wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, you can now find our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. If you liked it, please share, rate, and review. We love 5 stars. And we hope you'll work out with us online or in studio at HilliardStudioMethod.com.